our topic for today is going to be on DPA, also known as down payment assistance. So all of our customers out there are now shopping again with the new year. So definitely want to present some of these great options as DPA was, again, not very feasible when the rates were a little bit crazy. Jose's done a couple episodes on these programs recently as the rates have started to come down and these programs become more feasible. And today for the new year, they definitely will be even more feasible and allow more of our homeowners or more of our potential homeowners to actually become homeowners. So Jose, why don't you talk a little bit about the programs you have, and then we'll go ahead and share your screen and check out those examples.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us for Daily Race Live with the Mortgage Calculator. So, we have a couple of options here to share with you regarding down payment assistance and closing cost assistance as well. Now, what we are talking about here are not the localized down payment assistance where you have to sign up as the borrower and where you have to sign up as the loan originator. We are talking about a readily available program that also does not have any income limitations as well. So, readily available to all borrowers in the market, obviously, as long as you qualify credit and income, and readily available also for all loan originators to be able to offer, which is very key because we are a national based company. We are not a locally based company, and a lot of the local programs do have restrictions that would require you to participate locally with the restrictions that they have. So, with this program, we have a forgivable option, we have a repayable option, and then we also have a closing cost assistance option, which is also repayable, not considered down payment assistance per se, but it all basically goes to the same spot. The down payment assistance repayable, well, let's go with the forgivable option first, does have a 620 minimum credit score. The repayable option, the closing cost assistance option does have a 660 minimum credit score. To go above 43% TTI on the forgivable option, you do have to get a U.S. approval. And we'll also let you know that 2-unit properties as well as manufactured homes, double wide only, are also possible for this program. What is not possible is 3 and 4 unit. So again, going over the FICO scores for the forgivable option, 620 is the minimum credit score. For the repayable option, 660 is the minimum credit score, as well as for the closing cost assistance option, also 660 is the minimum credit score. So, excuse me, let me share some options with you now here. So, our first option is our FHA purchase, 3.5% down, forgivable DPA. Now, this means that you don't make payment, and as long as you are owning and living as a primary occupant on that property for at least 60 months, the first 5 years, after 60 months, the loan is forgiven, as opposed to the repayable option, which is a second mortgage, 9.99% with a 30-year amortization, but a balloon in 10 years. So for our first option here, you're looking at 8.5%, has a cost of 0.044. Now, there are other rate options up and down the rate sheet. I just basically chose the one which was closest to par, and also the least expense for the borrower, because in the DPA option, usually lack of funds is the issue they're participating in the program. So here's a nice little twist: USDA DPA. So this particular DPA option does allow you to combine it with FHA or USDA. So with USDA, you are already at 100% LTV. So essentially, that 3.5% down payment assistance is going to be used for your closing costs. And that again is the forgivable option. And look at how much lower it is there, 7.125 when you go USDA. So now our FHA purchase repayable option, the big benefit to the repayable option, obviously being repayable is not the benefit, but a lower interest rate, because you will notice this one is at roughly 7.5%, whereas the forgivable option was at 8.5% for roughly the same cost. So repayable option, much lower rate. And then let me give you closing cost assistance options. We have three of those. First option will lend you 5% of the purchase price for your closing costs, 7.75% on that one. Next option will lend you 4%, a little bit lower rate there, 4% of the sales price towards the closing costs. So it's 7.625. And our last option here is 3%. And again, pricing gets a little bit better there. This one with a little bit of a lender credit instead of cost to give you 3% of the sales price towards your closing costs. And again, this could be for markets where very competitive, seller credits are not an option. You're trying to compete for the property. This is one way to get the closing cost assistance without having to ask for seller credit and possibly not get the deal. So, three different ways you can do it here: our forgivable option, our repayable option, or our closing cost assistance option.
All right, great. I don't see any questions, so I think we can go ahead and wrap it up here.